So the start of day 8 began with us waking up with a beautiful view because the night before we reached Cow Shed late, so we didn't manage to catch the view. So when we woke up, the view was quite nice, not bad for a cow shed or a port. It opens across the port of Brook, which looks really nice, very windy. Sofa, bed, toilet, window, kitchen, oven, fridge, cabinets, utensils, our table. So basically that was where we stayed, and the highlight of this is the view. I think the only downside of this thing is that we have to carry the luggage up many stairs. That is our pot. And yeah, it was so fun that there was ice everywhere there, at the corners. So those are the other clam pots. And this was the road that I had to carry the luggage up. And there is our car over there. Heat. What are you looking at? It's not that I'm scared, it's just that I scratched the car. Then the car spoiled, then we are stranded here. Yeah, this is the one. Should be better, right? Yep, better. So for our first destination of day 8, we went to Kerang Mountain, and the weather wasn't really nice because Storm Bara was approaching us, so winds were really strong. When we reached the destination, we took a few minutes to capture the mountain from afar. The wind is too strong, but we are at our first location, which is called Riang. We probably won't stay here long because the wind is too strong, but just to take a couple of pictures, but the view is amazing. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. We were lucky enough for the sun to kiss the mountain. Looks like we have to abort mission because it's cold, it's windy. I know there's a storm coming and it looks like a very big dark cloud right behind, and it's all muddy trails. So I don't think we are very well equipped, and Rose is not very prepared. But okay lah, looking at it, first time it's nice, and it's raining now, so we'll head back to the car. Yeah, so we're gonna carry on to our second location, which wasn't intended, but because we cut short the track and we are going to the next viewpoint. Hopefully it's better, but I read online that the coastal winds might be stronger, so we'll drive there and see how it goes first. Found this random spot of Koiran. Sorry about butchering the name. Wow, that's very nice. I would totally hike up here, but dark clouds over there are coming. Better head back to the car and go for the next destination. Gonna get caught in the rain. So after a short while leaving Kerang towards Port 3, we made several stops along the way, and one of the stops being Cute Rock and Mad Falls viewpoint. Managed to escape the rain, but I think the rain is coming towards us. But we are now at our spot, a random spot near the coast. It's a viewpoint, so we're gonna check it out now. So basically this is what the viewpoint is. Yeah, not bad lah. Quite nice, but very cool. Okay, we're going back now. Bye. And that viewpoint itself was really windy because it was on the coast and we were having troubles trying to do anything basically. The viewpoint looks nice towards the sea, but the waterfall itself is on the same plane, so the best view would actually be a drone shot, which we do not have. And the second stop that we stopped before Port 3 was Bright Vales Falls, which looks okay, to be honest. So we stopped by this little waterfall. I forget what's the name, but I'll leave the name on the screen itself. And we're going to take a long shutter speed of 30 seconds with the mountain in the background. So let's hope it works out. And when we were there, nobody else was there, so I guess it's not a very popular spot, so if you have time, just drop by there lor. And we were supposed to stop at a few other places, however it started to rain, and it rained quite heavily, so we stayed in the car and carried on our journey towards Port 3. Okay, so after multiple stops, we're gonna have a lunch at Port 3, the main town of Isle of Skye, and then after that we're gonna head to the nice viewpoint, literally NIEST viewpoint. Wow, Scotland's weather is damn erratic lah. It stopped raining then now rain again. But we're gonna eat number 1 noodles and rice. Hopefully it's open lah.
It is open.
Hello, it's closed. It's closed. What did you say just now?
It closed.
It's closed. No! It's closed until Easter, which is April, which is damn long. Not sure why. Maybe they went back China. But we decided to eat at B Rose. So yeah, it's actually quite nice. Starters. Oh, it's hot. What is a lot of it?
Wow.
However, it cost a total of £71, which is $140 SGD. After lunch, we made our way towards nice viewpoint. However, 45 minutes into the drive, the skies looked really dark and there were no hints of orange. So we decided to abandon that plan and head back to Port 3. And we checked in at Port 3 Hotel, which looks one of the most atas hotel in the vicinity. But here's the room tour. The heater's over here, side table, queen size bed, window, post, a large mirror. There's the ironing board that's attached to the wall. A minibar area, and then the toilet. Toilet looks small. Yeah, overall it looks comfortable lah, and cozy. And we are finally in the hotel before it's dark.
Betes!
Die. So after checking in, we decided to have dinner, and dinner we ate Asian because we miss our Asian food. And there was an Asian food in town called Fat Panda, and they have Singapore fried rice, but we didn't try it because we are from Singapore and we already can eat the fried rice. So why would we eat Singapore fried rice overseas? And overall, it was indeed good and affordable. So if you miss Asian food and you are in Port 3, or if you are local in Port 3, that actually want to watch this video, go and try out Fat Panda. It's one of the best representation of Asian food in Scotland or in Isle of Skye. We ended our day quite early with a movie and money heist. So starting off day 9, our first destination was to Old Man of Storr, which is a trekking and mountain formation in Isle of Skye. So it was a 30 minutes drive, and once we reached the destination, we had to trek for about an hour to reach the actual formation. However, we did not make the full trek because Rose is weak. It's 10:30, it's day 10 now, and it's a very bad start because we had problems with the Instago. We cannot settle the storage, and the videos don't know where to store, not enough storage, cannot connect and everything. So yeah, late start to the day, but now we are on our first destination, Old Man of Storr. So we're gonna hike a little to get the location and then probably go lah, because today there's a storm coming or there's a blizzard coming. So let's not take any chances.
And stop.
Relatively steep incline for the first 10 minutes. We were over there, that road. Now we're here. I think at this rate we won't be able to make it to the rock formation. Just gonna reach to another viewpoint before we head back. We trekked for about 45 minutes right into the intersection of the two pathways, which gave us quite a good view of Old Man of Storr itself. So we took a couple of pictures there before heading back to the car. So that is Old Man of Storr. So we're basically gonna stop here at the crossroad and we're gonna head back the other direction because I don't think we're gonna make it. But yeah, I guess I'll come back again. And of course come back in better conditions in summer or in winter. And also a change of plans, so the nice viewpoint that I really wanted to take for this trip, I will push it to the last day. So it's a very risky thing because tomorrow itself has a nice weather from 9 AM all the way to 1 PM. So I'm going to take the risk. A nice photo of nice viewpoint. And for our next destination, we did not actually make it because when we were on the way, there were really strong winds and bad rain. The wind pushing the rain until it was literally horizontal, I shit you not. And there was also fog which kind of affected our visibility when driving. So we were a bit afraid and kiasu Singaporean. So we decided to head back to Port 3 to have lunch.
So since we abandoned our plan, we are back in Port 3. We're gonna just take a look around the city, look at the shops, and yeah, that's all.
We could actually feel Storm Bara because the winds at Port 3 was really strong compared to other days that we were here. So overall for day 9, it was really relaxing, not rushing. Only one spot, we had lunch at Granary, which was surprisingly quite affordable of only £22 for 2 person. Food wise, it was quite nice and worth a try if you are here. End of day 9. Bye. So the start of day 10, we checked out at Port 3 Hotel at about 10 AM. We had our breakfast, then we left. And so that was where we stayed for the last 2 days. So far the hotel was not bad. However, a little bit small and the room a bit cramped. So do recommend though, it's quite in the center of the city area.
We're gonna make our way to our first destination at Nice Viewpoint, which is the photo that I always wanted to take. Then after that, we will make our way to Ferry Point and then a 2 hours plus drive to Loch Ness.
And Nice Viewpoint was the one location that I really wanted to take of the entire Eye of Skye, and the weather forecast was one of the best over the last few days because it was raining.
After an hour's drive of twists, turning, up and downing, left and righting, we have finally reached our most favorite spot, or my most favorite spot, which is the Nice Lighthouse and the viewpoint, which is looks nice. Get it? Where?
We were there about 10 plus 11 AM, so it wasn't an ideal timing, but nevertheless it was a really nice location that you should definitely go and check out. So from the car park itself, it was a really steep steps and slopes down to the lighthouse itself.
So we just reached Nice Point and yeah, we took a look and it's going to be a long walk all the way down there. And there. But uncomparable to yesterday, this is quite short. So we're going to take a gloves and we're going to have a short hike to the end over there. However, too bad, there's no sun. Sunset's on the other side. So I was hoping that the photo, that side could be orange, but we do not have enough time today and the weather has been quite shitty lah, so no choice. We're here now, just do what we have.
So I would say it will approximately take you about an hour to and fro from the lighthouse itself because the steps and the slopes is really steep and it's literally full of shit.
Look like chocolates, huh? Eat up.
And as you go down the steep slopes, there are a lot of panoramic views, so be sure to take a lot of photos because it is really nice, and I would say it's one of the best locations that they have on Eye of Skye.
Wow, the steepness is killing us.
Just now I rest every 20 steps.
Okay, so we're gonna head back to the car. But overall, this location, I would say it's a good viewpoint.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a good way to wrap up our road trip around Eye of Skye. It's really nice. Recommend you all to come, even though I didn't manage to get the photo that I wanted. But it's okay, it's a very nice location that everybody should come if you're in Eye of Skye.
So after being there for about an hour plus, we made our way to our next destination, which was Ferry Pools, which is approximately 1 hour from Nice Viewpoint.
So we just reached our second destination and it's Ferry Pools, and we didn't realize that we need to hike a little bit to it. So that's the route. Start there, all the way until there. So it's probably going to take us an hour plus. We're going to take a long exposure photo for my tripod. I think Rose has out-hiked herself for the entire of her life in 2 days. Wow, she looks like expert now. Dancing while hiking down. Just your happy face to get to the ferry pools. Woo. Ninja warrior! Yay! So we took about almost 2 hours to and fro to wherever we shot this photo. So I think this is the furthest we will go. I don't think we can reach all the way to the end because it's already 2 PM and we need to get back. Overall, it was a nice hike, very nice scenery, mountain view, water flowing, water sound flowing, water flowing, sound of the water flowing. And if you were to come here, do the full hike lah, it will definitely be worth it lah. So gonna finish up the photos before hiking back, which will take probably a half an hour or so. So thankfully the weather itself for both locations, Ferry Pool and Nice Viewpoint, the weather was really good. Because when we were at Ferry Pool's car park, the highway maintenance guy told us the day before there was actually 3 inches of snow, which our car is totally not fitted out for winter. So that was actually one of my worries, and luckily for us, when we came the next day, it was all fine. Initially our plan was to head to Ferry Pools yesterday, which we were already making our way halfway and decided to turn back. So I think if we were to go yesterday, our tires would have died, or we could have died. As for Ferry Pools, the trekking trail we trekked for about 2 hours. We left Ferry Pools at about 3:30, which still will make our journey to our next Airbnb in the dark. And driving in the dark is actually no joke lah, as you can tell from the video shown here. So after leaving Ferry Pools, we made a almost 2 hours drive with 1 pit stop, pumping petrol and having a late lunch of fish and chips. So after this long drive in the dark, we are finally in our Airbnb at Loch Ness. The one with Loch Ness Monster, yes, correct. This is the place where they saw Loch Ness. Oh yeah, I forget to update y'all that the owner of the Airbnb actually upgraded us to an ensuite. Initially our room has no toilet, we have a shared toilet, but now we have an ensuite. Room is relatively bigger with a table now, which we need, and Rose is making dinner. Don't judge us, traveling but still eating cup noodle. So this basically wraps up day 10 of our adventure. So tomorrow we will go and see Loch Ness Monster. It's real, you know. That's when the next unfortunate event happened. Rose didn't felt comfortable being there as well, so to be where it originated was kind of interesting. I don't know, the city looks like it's constantly on golden hour tingling me that I'm gonna get COVID lah. In the end, we cancelled our Airbnb with no refund.